All right. Went all the way. I drove 150 miles to the hatchery to buy these baby chickens. I'll explain the paper towels shortly, but they were getting a little restless in the box that the guy gave me. It's right there. A small box. I originally was gonna get just 2 of each because that was all he had, but he accidentally put another one in the box, and I brought it to his attention because I only wanted 4 because I'm trying to stay below 8, and I'm gonna get 4 more, 2 of a different breed, and so he just threw an extra one in, and the extra one is the one right there on the food. That's the extra one. But I picked out the other 2 myself, and then the golden ones are the same color, so it doesn't matter. But I don't know which ones are males, which ones are females. So I'm in for quite a treat in a few months. But the golden ones are called Orpington Buffs. And I forgot what the other ones are called, but as you can see, they're just curious. They're exploring. The paper towels is because their bedding is that's the bedding. I got it from the feed store down the street. But if you see how it looks, it's small and it's kind of almost the consistency of their food. And they said get it thicker. I thought it was gonna come thicker, but it didn't. And they were eating it, or maybe pecking at it, trying to see if it was their food or not. So I googled something real quick, and they said cover it with paper towels, and it worked. So I covered it with paper towels, food, water, heat, thermometer, as you can see, and now they know that that's food. So I'm gonna leave it like this for a few days, so their memory, so they remember it. Right now I have this table I might sit them on. I'm trying to wait to see what the temperature regulates to. Right now it's at about 85-ish, but it needs to be 90. So yeah, I'm trying to just watch the temperature. But as you can see, they're moving around, they're eating. They wanted food immediately. I mean, it was a 2-hour drive without food. And they all went to the, well, I don't know about all of them, but some of them went to the bathroom. But once I know the name of the other birds, I'll be sure and update on that. But I'm gonna start construction of their coop in the backyard shortly. They're gonna stay. They're gonna stay in this for about 6 weeks. This obviously, yes, it's a dog cage, but it was cleaned and it should work just fine for now. Because what I was gonna use was just I was gonna buy the one for like $25, but one of them came with the feed thing and the feeders, and one of them even came with a light. But I decided just to do this because I seen somebody else do it and I thought it was a good idea. I'm thinking towards the future. When I get more, I'll get more on Wednesday, and they're gonna get pretty big, and this cage is gonna get small quick. So I'm gonna come up with something temporary. As you can see, this cage is not that big. I'm gonna come up with a temporary fix to help me out in this situation, because I don't want them cramped, because they'll get stressed out. And I kind of ripped the paper towels. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, right there. Yep, you should be able to see it. Kind of ripped it, so I hope they don't get underneath that, because you see they spilling their food. But I don't know what he was feeding them, but this is what I'm feeding them. This is what they recommended, opposed to the other brand I was gonna get. They said he said he was feeding them a medicated crumble. Well, he didn't say crumble, but he said it's medicated chick starter. So this is what I got. $15 a bag for 50 pounds. And the other bag I was gonna get was it was $12.90 something, so about $13 for 25 pounds. So for a few more dollars, I got 25 more pounds. So yeah, I feel like that's okay. I'm gonna find something to store their food in. So it's easy for me in the morning because I get up for work around, it could be 5 a.m. or sometimes 7, depending on what day it is. And I just want it to be simple for me to feed them. And I shouldn't have to fill this thing up every day anyway. But of course, I'd check on them before I go to work. But I mean, right now with their small size, that's quite a bit of you can't really see the water where the water is, but I hope they don't spill that. But the food, that's all I got in there. It's really hard to get the food all the way filled. Once you fill the bottle part up and tip it over, it just all comes down and spreads out into the bottom part. I was gonna buy 2 of these, the waters, and use it just for food, but because it was cheaper, I didn't want to pay. I paid $3 for the feeder part, but now I'm glad I got the feeder part. I'm really curious to see.
I'm about to go to sleep.
I'm really curious to see how that guy turns out color-wise, because as you can see, he's just the goldish color with the brownish back, and then this one and the other one, I picked them out because their colors kind of reminded me of a Velociraptor in a weird way. If you ever see Jurassic Park, you'll see what I mean. It just kind of reminded me of that, so that's why I picked those 2, and then he threw him in. So I'm really curious to see how that one turns out. Maybe he'll just look normal and they'll look weird, and then I'll feel bad because I didn't want to. But I'm not gonna do anything crazy or anything. But I don't know which ones are males or females, like I said before. So I'm anxious and nervous. But as you can see, some of them are going to sleep, which is awesome. I'm gonna check their temperature. If he moves out the way, he gets right on it. I can't see it. I'm trying not to wake him. He doesn't care. He's gonna wake us anyway. The light situation is gonna be kind of difficult, but as you can see, if you can see, probably not. Yeah. Let me just see. The temperature is about 90, so I think they're good where the light is. And if it is too warm, I'll devise a master plan on raising the light, because right now I know the garage probably looks messy, but I just actually cleaned it. It looked a lot worse. So yeah, that's it, and it goes right down. I do have a little slack, but I'll figure something out. I mean, it came with these little metal guards or whatever you want to call them, and that's actually helping me because I can just slide it right here, and then it kind of locks in place a little bit so it doesn't move. So I'm gonna, since they know, one of them got some water or something right there. But since they kind of know what food is, I'm gonna move the food off to the corner. And they know food, they know water now. So I'm gonna leave it like this for a few days. Just change the paper towels out. Keep this little box just to transfer them when it's time to okay, he's picking at that, whatever. When it's time to clean that out, but I just wanted them to know food and water because the guy I bought it from, his property is pretty awesome. But
Oh, my knees.
they just had a dish. It's not that deep, a little deeper than like a dinner plate, but they could walk right over it. So I wanted something that they could not just walk over. They could almost not avoid it, but it's an obstacle. So I don't have to keep constantly clean out their food and water dishes. Not to sound lazy or anything, but the water dish, yeah, you see it's he just stepped in it sort of, but um, the water dish is gonna probably require more maintenance, but we'll see as the days go on. But this is day one. I have a list. I'm gonna go grab the list of the ones I'm gonna get next. And then the guy he has some. I'll show you his business card. He has some. He's going to have some Silver Lace Wyandottes. Those are the ones that I really want. I was gonna give him the day I decided to do this, but I wanted to research. Tyre, there's a paper on my wall in my room, on the side of where the refrigerator is. Grab that for me, please. The next shipment is on the next shipment is on the 16th, which is this Wednesday. I got the guy's card. I'm gonna actually pre-order the Silver Lace Wyandottes because those birds are beautiful. I really like those, and I might get some golden lace ones. I wasn't trying to go over 8, but now my number climbed to 10 out of nowhere. So this is the guy's card. I will let that sit there for a second. It is what it says on the card, the biggest little hatchery in Georgia, because he has his coop packed into such a small area, and it's so neat and well put together. It's functional. He breeds these himself, so that kind of explains it all. But this is the list. It was kind of difficult for me to understand at first because I don't like reading. But I'll sit this down so I'm not moving around. But the chick schedule for 2016. See, I missed March 9th. The Buff Orpington. I ended up getting those anyway, so that's good. The Black Australorp. I like how those look. I'm considering them. But the next one is the 16th. The Barred Rock. It's mixed, male and female. That's scary. The Rhode Island Reds and the Brown Leghorns. I'm not getting Brown Leghorns. I think I might get one Barred Rock and a Rhode Island Red. I hope they're females. So I don't want to deal with any males. But that's the next shipment on the 16th. And then the next one is ducks. Girlfriend says no ducks. I don't know why, but no ducks, so that's not me. So the next one, the Golden Comet, I forgot what the Golden Comet has a lot of different names, but that's what those are called. The Americana. That's what the other breed is called. The raptor-like ones, as I call them. Those are called Americana. Araricana. So there you go. Araricana and Buff Orpington. And the Rhode Island Reds, I think, are nice looking. The reddish color. And then the Barred Rock, I like a lot. They kind of look like the Dominique a little bit. I asked the guy, and that's what he said. Well, no, I asked him, was it because I was thinking about buying some of those, but they were all sold out on the website that I found, so that's not really going to work out in my favor. But the Buff Orpington, not the Buff, the Barred Rock, they look similar, and I like the way they look. They look kind of like the Dominique, just the head is a little different, you know, some other things. But, yep, this is me so far. First video. Yeah, I'm gonna start on the coop shortly. I have some ideas I've been researching, so it's just gonna be a build as you go thing. But I know the criteria it has to meet. It has to be safe. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out. You know, that type of thing. Weather, because it gets kind of cold here. I'm in Georgia. It gets cold, but it's about to get hot. So I want them to have a haven. You know, somewhere where they can relax and not feel. I don't know how chickens feel. I just want them to be able to relax. And plans on their what do you call it? Their roosting, when they roost, is this here. It's old, like a concert type subwoofer setup. I was thinking about maybe tilting on this side. I took out some of the tweeters, I guess. Oh wow. So I'm gonna try to incorporate that into their setup because I'm trying to keep costs down. But if I can't use it, I do have a plan B. I just figured, you know, it's here, it's in the way. I can use it. If I can't, I will buy something. I'm not cheap. I'm just cost-effective kind of person. So this is video 1, Baby Chicks Day 1.